Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Skyrim Stories. I am your host, LD, and today we are reading The Legend of Red Eagle by Tredan Dren, Archivist of Winterhold. This tale was transcribed from the memory of Clarice Vian, student of Winterhold. Elements of the legend suggest a date C1E 1030. Though as with any oral tradition, much of it is likely a later anachronism. Curiously, stories of a similar king and his legendary blade appear in other ancient myths of the Reach. Long ago, a child was born in the Sundred Hills. They named him Pheolin, which means Red Eagle, in the tongue of the Reach, for the screeching bird call that greeted his birth, and the crimson blooms on the autumn hills. Thus began his legend, Reach child, born under auspicious skies, his very name the color of blood. 10 kings ruled the Reach in those days, and though men were free, the people were scattered and warred amongst themselves. The augurs foresaw the boy's destiny, a warrior without peer, first and foremost lord of the Reach, chosen to unite all under his name. Pheolin grew in years and strength, and it seemed the prophecy would be fulfilled. The banner of the Red Eagle was raised along the cliffs of the Reach, and his people prospered. Then came Hestra, Empress of the South, riding to war. One by one the kings stood before her. One by one they fell aside, bending knee in imperial bargains or slaughtered on the battlefield. Her legions came at last to the Sundred Hills, and envoys were sent to bargain for their surrender. Pheolin refused to yield the freedom of his people, but the elders were afraid, cast him out, and accepted the imperial yoke. Thus was stolen by the foreign invaders his land, his people, his very name. In the years that follow, Red Eagle became known as the untamed spirit of the Reach, unbowed, unbroken, stained by the blood of his foes. He gathered loyal Reachmen to himself, those who clung to the old ways, who yearned for freedom, and forged a new nation. Together they fell upon the occupiers and the traitors by night, disappearing into the cliffs and caves each morn, evading capture. It was not enough. For every imperial patrol and garrison they wiped out, yet more seemed to march from the green south to replace them. One night, under a cloud-choked sky, the men of the Red Eagle warmed themselves over damp fires of smoldering moss. A huddled, shambling figure came to them, cloaked in rags, face cowled. Though his men mocked and cast stones at the stranger, Pheolin said something and beckoned. The cowl was thrown back in the dim light, and she revealed herself to be one of the ancient and venerable Hogravens. She offered power for a price, and a pact was made. Thus was brokered to the witch his heart, his will, his humanity. From that day forth, his was a spirit of vengeance, pitiless and beyond remorse. The rebels grew in strength and number, and none could stand against them. Pheolin's eyes burned coldly in those days, black opals reflecting a mind not entirely his own. 2 years passed, and the foreigners were all but driven from the Reach. Such peace could not last forever, however, and a great host fell upon them, a swift army of invaders unlike any before. For a fortnight, Hestra's general laid siege to the Red Eagle's stronghold, till he himself came forth for battle, alone and robed in nothing but his righteous fury. 1,000 foreigners fell before his flaming sword, and the enemy was routed. Yet, when night fell, so too did he. The warriors who came to him said Pheolin's eyes were clear again on that final night. He was taken to the place prepared for him, a tomb, hidden deep within the rock. With his remaining strength he presented his sword to his people, and swore an oath. Fight on, and when at last the Reach is free, his blade should be returned, that he might rise and lead them again. Thus were given for his people his life, his dream, his sword, but when every debt is repaid in blood, these he shall reclaim once more. So yeah, we've got the sword, and we're standing right outside, right inside of the Rebels Cave. I think that's what it's called. The Rebels Cairn, and we're about to put the sword in here and see what happens. Oh, look at that, a door opened. Alright. Now, I'm a sneaky bastard, so we're going to be taking this nice and slow. And we shall see what happens when we get down here into the deeps of the Rebel Cairn. I'm guessing there's going to be some fighting. Okay. I'm not hearing any Draugr. I'm not seeing any Draugr. Whoop, there we go. Now he's awake. He's not happy either. This is cheap, I know, but I don't think I'm ready to beat this guy. Oh, maybe I can get him. We'll see. Have to do a little sneaking around, but I think we might be able to handle him. You know what? This ain't gonna work. You're dead. He still doesn't see me. Now I do. Oh boy. Alright. You know what? I've got a silver sword, and we shall put fire breath on, and boom, motherfucker! Burn! Oh shit! That was so close. I'm almost dead. But not before you. Yeah. Red Eagle. What a bitch. He didn't do nothing. Ooh, he's such a badass. Red Eagle, the man. Ooh, took down thousands and thousands of bad guys. Ooh, he's so bad. Bitch, I'm the Dragonborn. You ain't got shit. Ha! How you like them apples? Dragon, Red Eagle. Red Eagle, my ass. What else we got up here that I can take? Some gold, nice. Oh, chest with some glass gauntlets. Oh, we're going to be wearing those after we get them nice and leveled up first. But yeah, some soul gems. And we got a embalming tool, which is useless. Linen wrap, useless. But they're sellable. Coins, yeah. Iron mace, more healing. It's a glass dagger. And that seems to be about it. I was hoping there was a shout down here. No real secret to the Red Eagle's castle. Big deal. Red Eagle's a bitch. You're a pushover. Push over. Well, this has been a kind of a disappointing episode of Skyrim story specials. Fortunately, we just figured out that Red Eagle really wasn't much in the first place. I'm going to take that back though, because it's mine and I want it. Put it with my collection of special weapons, and catch you on the flip side.